You know, as I look back over the years, my grandparents were a very big influence in my life. My grandfather, Gerald Clauser, was not only an educator, but he was an advocate for many things. He spent many years trying to revamp the housing authority and things like that. And I just remember my grandmother not necessarily being a part of the working class per se, but she was the backbone. I am one of many. It depends on what day you ask me, how many numbers I give you or don't give you. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 sisters. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brothers. I did always have the dream of either being a mother of a lot of kids or being a first responder. My dad wasn't real big on me being a first responder, so it's not the first choice I had. He said, you know, I originally said I wanted to go to the military and I wanted to be the military police. And he's like, I don't know about that. Let's go to college first. And so I did just that. I went to University of Houston for 2 years. And I kind of decided I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. So I did a few travels and then I said, I'm going back to Texas. And so I came back to Texas, worked in education for a little while. And once I realized that children needed a little more direction than just from parents, and the easiest way for me to do that would have been going into the first responder police officer aspect of it. When I went through the state academy, there were actually an even mix of men and women in that group, which was odd. And so we were challenged quite a bit by the men, but we were a pretty feisty group, and we had a little petty with us too. And so it came down to, I'm never gonna let him beat me. We got this. And if it meant we all had to pull together to conquer that goal, then that's what we did.
Well, what makes her special is, number one, she's BOI, of course. So she's an Islander. What else? She knows this community, and more importantly, this community knows her. I don't know anybody that doesn't know Officer Harris.
In the police academy, I learned how to be a police officer, but from Jovan, and watching her interact with people day after day and call after call, I learned how to be a Galveston police officer.
She works with the Citizens Police Academy classes, which is a 12-week class period. And she works with the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association. And in that organization, she's our liaison. She attends our board meetings, our membership meetings. We have about 150 members in the Alumni Association. She helps us with fundraising, with any events, or if someone asks for our services, she approves that. She also schedules ride-alongs for us. If we were in the Alumni Association, we can ride along from time to time with a police officer.
I come from a service family. And so things that didn't matter to me then, things that I didn't think were important, small things like, you know, closing gates and helping an elderly lady to the car, or doing, like the second Saturday we would go and we would feed the homeless. And it was funny because there were times we got run off because we didn't have the right permits, but we were ready and we just kept serving until, you know, they were actually standing in our face. Certain things just started to come natural. I knew that if there was a need and I could provide that need, there was no reason for me not to be present. There's so many things that you just start taking for granted, and you realize that some people are one paycheck away from being in a bad position, and there's no reason that I can't go and hand out canned goods, or yeah, it's 100 degrees outside, but this food line needs to be worked. Let's just get over here and get it. The more of us it is, the less time it takes to get this line done. If I can be the one that provides that smile, or any program that I'm associated with can be a part of that smile, I'm for it.
She's done things to make sure these families have what they need, but not only what they need, what they want, with programs like Blue Santa. And so she personifies all of those things, and she's the nurturer. She's a mother of her children and everyone else's children. She can't let children suffer. It's not in her being.
This world, and specifically our island, is a better place for having her in it. There's nothing that I have seen or heard or read about that compares to the power of Jovan focused on a cause.
We make mistakes because we are also human. But at the end of the day, our number one goal is always to go home, to try to make sure that you go home, and to return to our families in the same fashion in which we left them. We are all service-minded. We all have a certain bit of compassion to us. And lastly, we all have feelings. It doesn't cost you to smile. It doesn't cost you to hug. And thank you doesn't cost either. For those that have provided those things, we appreciate you. We thank you. We may not say it, but we love you. And I'm crying again.
Sergeant Harris, I'm sorry I had to give you a direct order to take that supervisor's exam, but congratulations to the Woman of the Year for Galveston Island. I'm so proud of you. This island is proud of you, and I can't imagine what your family feels for you, but I know we all feel it. Thank you for what you do. Continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to lead. Thank you again, and congratulations to you.
Officer Harris, I want to tell you how proud all the volunteers are who work with you. You've been so inspiring to all of us, and I hope that we have inspired you too. And it is a joy to come to work every day and to be with you and help you.
I've watched you be a part of your family, and I've watched you be a part of this job, and I've been very, very fortunate to be allowed behind that scene. You are an inspiration to all that know you, regardless of gender, and thank you for allowing me to be your friend.
Congratulations on getting Woman of the Year.
Congratulations on making Woman of the Year, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Congratulations on getting Woman of the Year. There's no one more deserving than you to accept this award. We are so proud of you, we love you, and we can't wait to see what else you do.
Congratulations, Mom. I would never want to have another mom other than you. Congratulations.
Hi, Mama. I love you. Mwah.
I want to send a great big shout out and thank you to the Chamber of Commerce first, all of the ladies that have solidified this position before me, all of the female officers that I know are cheering me on in the audience, all of the women that have gone on before me and have set this ground for me as well. To my daughters, I love you guys. I'm very proud of you guys. I might not say it as often as I should. Thanks so much for it all. This is an honor that I still will never know why I'm so deserving of, but I appreciate it all. And I hope that you guys will at some point help me continue in this service.